welcome to your Pilates class. So in this class today, we're going to be working the lower abdominals and the legs with our ankle weights. So feel free to start putting them on now. Just to let you know, you can do this class without any ankle weights as well. So if you were just looking to do this class but you didn't have ankle weights, that's fine. Or if it's just starting to get too hard for you throughout the workout, then take them off. You want to reach a point in your workout where you're feeling good after it, you haven't overworked out and you haven't underworked out. You want to get the best out of your short amount of time here. So just make sure you've got that in mind throughout your classes and throughout this class today. And we're going to start by lying down on our backs. So come all the way down, neutral spine, hands down by the side, chin tucked in. Take a breath here. Let's start engaging through our core just slowly as we bring the hip bones in towards each other and we bring our navel up towards our heart center. So we're really coming up from the pelvic floor, the lower abdominals, the upper abdominals, and holding that there nice and slow as you contract. Shoulders down, take a breath in, neutral spine here. As you exhale, just lift one leg up into a tabletop position. Inhale, lower it back down. Try not to rock through the hips. Inhale, come back to that tabletop position. Lower the leg back down and alternate sides. So we're just trying to keep even weight here with our hips. We're making sure the hips are pointed up towards the ceiling. You're not shifting through the body, you're only moving through the legs. So your core is engaged there to help you. You're not pressing down through the hands, so that way you're not creating tension through the upper body. You're just nice and soft through the upper body, nice and heavy if you can. Keep alternating sides, keep squeezing through the leg to lift it. So if you haven't, let's start squeezing through the leg to lift it up. So we're activations. So we want to get the best out of each repetition here. Squeezing, lifting, and then lowering back down. Squeezing, lifting, lowering back down. Point through the toes here to help you do that. So that way you're working all the way from the toes to the inner thighs. Let's start with our right leg coming up and then our left. Hold it here, breathe in, breathe out, right leg comes down and then left leg. So we're going to start with right, left, lower the right, lower the left. So as you're coming up, getting into a position where your spine feels safe, you're drawing the ribs towards the hips, your spine's imprinted, and then you're lowering down. So you've got to keep that 90 degrees with the legs. If you're feeling that your back is overarching, just bring the knees a little bit closer to the chest. All right, but not too much. You don't have to go too far. Just knowing that your back feels safe in that position. Keep going. And then we're going to swap sides. So once you get to the bottom, the left leg comes up, then the right, then you lower the left, then you lower the right. So left first, core's engaged nice and strong, then your right, the left comes down, and then the right. Keep going, keep breathing with each movement. Left, right, lowering the left, lowering the right. So just keep going, nice and strong. One more. And then once you're up here, stay up in your tabletop position. Spine's nice and strong because the rib to hip connection's strong. The lower back feels safe. You're going to take a breath, and as you exhale, let's extend one leg away into a bicycle leg variation. Feeling that work there straight away with the ankle weight. Inhale, come back. Exhale, extend, really squeeze and lengthen, draw the ribs even further towards the hips. Chin's tucked in, shoulders are down. Keep going with the breath. Exhale to extend, inhale to come back. Exhale, extend, inhale, come back. Good work, you're doing amazing. If you want to make it harder, come down lower, just going to what feels good for your body. The lower you come down, the harder it will be, but just then you don't want to be overarching your lower back. So just finding that sweet spot there. Amazing. One more on each side. and then just lower the legs all the way down. We're gonna go into our single leg circles now. So we're gonna extend the left leg away and the right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. If it's too hard, you can bend through the knee here. If not, keep it nice and long. Rotate the knee out and the heel in. Now we're gonna sweep around and circle, and how we're gonna do it is we're gonna stay in line with our shoulder and our hip. So the circles aren't going to be really big ones, they're just going to stay in line with our body. So we're gonna just bring the foot over towards the left side, so it will go over the leg, but it will stay in line with the shoulder. And then you're gonna sweep around, stay in line with the hip as you come back up. Tailbone stays down on the mat. So lowering down and sweeping around, not too big here, squeezing through the thigh, lengthening the leg all the way away and trying not to press down on the hands to help you, okay? So you don't want to even be using your hands at all. Last 4 and 3. Strong core, rib to hip connection strong. 2, because it's such a challenging one. Last 1. Good, and then just lower the leg all the way down, nice and slow, gentle. Breathing in, lift the other leg up now. We're gonna do it again. Rotate the knee out, let's sweep around and come back. Sweep around and come back. Hips are strong, or hips are pointed up towards the ceiling. Abs are strong. Sweeping, coming back, sweeping, coming back. The bottom leg's active too, it's nice and long. Last 4, 3, 2, last 1, feeling that leg shake, and then just rest all the way down, nice and gentle. So we're just gonna roll straight onto our side. Nothing too fancy, just coming straight onto the side. Our back's parallel to the back of the mat. Our shins are parallel to the front of the mat. So we're going into a clam at 90 degrees. So you can prop your head up or you can have your head down, it's up to you. We're gonna squeeze the heels together. Make sure you're at 90 degrees here so your feet aren't back in line with your hips, you're up. You can have a look, make sure the feet are in line with the knees are in line with the hips. Breathe in, reset your core, make sure your hips are stacked, you're feeling that they are, you're feeling that your body is nice and aligned. And then as you exhale, open the top knee. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, open, but keep the heels connected. Okay, so we're opening and closing. 7 to go. Your elbow is on your hip, so try not to roll the hip back as you open. Last 5 and 4, squeeze the buttocks. 3, lift up through the pelvic floor. 2 and 1, lower. Next breath, let's lift up. So the legs are still parallel to each other. Lower down, the knee leads the way, and lift. Lower, lift. As you're lifting, the hips aren't rolling back. Okay, so we're just making sure that we're staying strong through that. We're keeping our core strong to help any rocking of the hips. And ideally, the only thing that's moving here is your leg. The bottom leg's there to help you stay stable, so really press down on the bottom leg to help you. Last 2 and 1, hold it up for pulses. Squeeze through the buttocks a little bit more now, shoulders down, neck nice and long. Breathing, keep going, pulsing up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here for circles, circling up and around. So we're really going to start feeling that Pilates burn. That's what keeps us coming back, isn't it? It's a love-hate relationship. Breathe here, and let's go the other way. It helps us to create endurance through our body, through our muscles, and it strengthens and tones us. It's such a great exercise to choose, is Pilates. Last 2 and 1, and then rest down. Take a breath, not for long. We're gonna lift back up and then press the leg all the way away, flexing through the foot. Come back, breathe in, knee comes back in line with the knee at the bottom, and then press away. Coming back, pressing away. Keep your neutral spine as your leg comes back, so try not to tuck the pelvis under here, keeping a natural curve underneath your lower back. You can even try and stick the buttocks out a tiny bit as you bring the leg back, so then that way it'll keep the spine in neutral even more. 4 more. And 3, try and have the foot in line with the hip, and the knee as it comes back, it stays in line with the hip. Last 2. Now this last one, stay up, tiny pulses, squeezing through the buttocks, flexing through the foot, really working from the foot all the way through to the hip joint. Squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing work. Bring the knee back nice and slow, and then lower down. Okay, let's do the other side. So just come all the way over. Going into our clams, so making sure that your elbows on your hip bone, your hands in front for stability, shoulders are down, neck's nice and long. Squeeze the heels together, engage your core, and what we're doing is we're just externally rotating the top leg with the heels stay together. Exhale, open, inhale, close. Exhale, open, inhale, close. So these are great exercises to do to strengthen the lower back as well as the glutes. So just keeping that in mind, if you start to get lower back pain, this is probably a good class to do for you. Keep squeezing and lifting. We've got 6 to go. Make sure your hip bones are coming in. You're really lifting up through the pelvic floor. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift the legs straight up. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, lead with the knee, lifting and lowering. So don't worry about the foot coming up first. Let the knee lead the way. So you can even do a tiny external rotation to lift the leg and lower. And then that way it'll get you to lead with the knee. Keep breathing. Rib to hip connection is strong. Your spine's in neutral. So as you get tired, you may start tucking the pelvis under. So just being aware that we really want to keep that neutral spine. And you'll notice the difference too when your back is in the correct position to when you're starting to cheat and curl under. All right, last one, hold it for pulses, pulsing up and down, just tiny centimeters up and down, breathing. Strong core here to prevent any rocking. The hips are pointed straight ahead, so you can try and really press the hips so that they are pointed straight ahead and they don't start to roll back. Amazing. Let's hold it here and start circling the leg. Good. Making sure the hips don't rock back here as you start to get tired. The bottom leg's pressing down on the mat. You're breathing. You're feeling it through the side of your waist as well. All right, and go the other way. Ooh, here comes that Pilates burn, if it hasn't come already. Good work. We've got 3, 2, 1. Let's lower the leg down, take a breath, lift it back up, and then we're going to press it away. So the hand can come back in front. Inhale, knee comes back in line with the other knee. Exhale, press all the way away. So squeeze through the buttocks to press the leg away. Really trying to press it back in line with the hip. The knee stays in line with the hip as you come back. So you can go a little bit higher here, but just make sure you don't overarch the lower back. Okay, breathing. Inhale, exhale, extend, rib to hip connection. Inhale to come back. The bottom leg's really pressing down on the mat to help stabilize you. So we're working through that as well. 3 more. And then we're going to stretch out after our pulses, of course. Last 2. And then our last one. Keep the extension finishing here on our pulses. Up and down, flexing through the foot, squeezing through the buttocks. Nice big deep breath. Shoulders down. Neck is nice and long for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Bend through the knee nice and slow to lower it back down. All right, we'll finish on a hamstring stretch. So just roll straight onto your backs and then you're finished your class. Amazing work. So grab onto the back of the thigh or the calf. You can extend the other leg away if you like. Chin's tucked in, shoulders are down and back. Well done on completing your workout today. A short and sweet one for you, a great one to add on to another class or to your day if you're just feeling like you don't want to do something too hard for too long. All right, breathe in. Let's lower the leg down. Breathe out. Lift the other leg up. Shoulders down. You can extend the other leg away here too. All right, deep breath in. Gently lower all the way down. Roll onto your side to come up. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you soon.